We're even live on fucking Facebook. Look at that.
What's up?
Dude, look at that. I mean, I'll get the Dan Grope on this motherfucker too. Hold on, I gotta update the phone. Oh man, it's been off for a couple days and I forgot to connect it to the Wi-Fi, so it's gonna want to upload fucking everything and everything's gonna want to start. Fuck. I'm really not prepared. Actually, far from it.
Gang. We're live everywhere.
Fucking live all over the fucking place. Oh yeah, alright, I'm gonna kill that so that, there we go. I don't want to open that. Fucking close everything. Christ fucking sakes. Jesus fucking Christ. Clear. Fucking clear.
What up? We're here at Lebanon Valley.
What?
We're live here at Lebanon Valley. We got all the cars.
I know.
Lebanon Valley. Lebanon Valley Studios.
What up, Dan? I'm trying to get you, buddy. I'm trying. I gotta connect to the Wi-Fi still. This fucking piece of shit. Hold on, buddy. I'm sorry. Can you hear us all right, Dan?
What's up down there? What's up with me?
Can you hear us all right?
Send us signs of life.
I'm not. Oh, fuck. I closed the Twitter one like an asshole.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. This guy called me handsome.
What up?
Appreciate that. Thank you. What's going on, gang? How we doing, folks? We out here. We eating airheads. We live.
Taking a shit. What are you up to?
Just taking a shit on the couch.
Like always.
That's what we do. We sit on the couch.
Profile, you fucks. This fucking thing doesn't understand me. And I don't understand myself.
That's good.
Can anybody on fucking on Twitter hear me all right?
Yeah.
You can hear us? Tits. All right. I'm still trying to connect this motherfucker. I said Wi-Fi, you fucking slut.
Dude's retarded. Don't know how to use a phone.
No, we did just smoke some alleged marijuanas.
That's what we do.
The fuck's everybody else doing tonight?
Fucking cooling. You cool.
Everybody cooling.
We're live all over the place. We have a top angle, a mid angle, and a bottom angle.
Why ain't this motherfucker connected? I'm gonna fucking face fuck it till it's retarded. I said connect, bitch.
Connect 4.
I'm about to put my dick in its ass. Alright, so this ain't working, so I'm gonna have to go to plan B. Because I don't pull out. Yeah, because I don't pull out. Alright, let's go down. Mobile hotspot on. I hate doing this while I'm doing the fucking live Twitter because I don't want to slow it down. But hey, I'm going to connect to it.
Right.
Oh, I just picked up fucking 6,000 goddamn fucking networks. Goddamn
exactly what we need.
Son of a bitch, and Jesus Christ. And when I connect it to it, it's going to jump everywhere. It's going to start downloading everything. Sorry, Dan. We're trying to get Dan up on this motherfucker.
Dan, I'm not sorry. I hope this is fun.
Alright, what the fuck am I doing? I'm connected.
This is great for me.
Alright. See, now it's updating everything. Interactions on Twitter, and it's gonna blow the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
Son of a bitch.
It's always a blast when you're here with us.
I can't really read because I took my glasses off because I hate them. They fucking look awful.
I told you he's retarded.
Yeah, I'm retarded.
Oh, raised that way. He wasn't born that way. And don't you dare think it.
All right, I'm about to call you. I think if this phone doesn't want to be too bad of a douche, we're about to go live with Dan Grote, I think. Come on, phone. All right, let's send it. You might have to talk loud, motherfucker. I don't know if you can hear this shit.
Hello?
What up, motherfucker?
What's going on?
Hey, what's happening, fellas?
Not much.
Fucking coolin', bud.
What you up to, bud?
You guys, huh?
What the fuck you up to?
Nothing, getting ready to go out and grab and smoke a cigarette.
No,
Fuck yeah.
no. See, now you make me.
Enjoying the free life.
Nice.
Yes. Fucking better be.
So I have to ask, when you robbed that bank,
Let's cut to the chase.
yeah, did you have any? Are you still there?
Say that again, you broke up a little bit.
All right, sorry.
Yep.
Did you have a gun?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Did you?
Just a hastily penned note.
Nice.
Say, give me the cash.
Motherfucker.
This seemed to do the trick.
Did it?
Just as easy as you
Yeah,
never
it was,
really thought it would be.
Oh.
Hold on 1 second.
All right. You're cutting out like
This garage door's loud as fuck. There we go. That's better. Hello?
Hello.
So, what
Alright.
give us the rundown on the
Yeah.
note. What was the situation like? Screw the pre-planning. When you got in there, I want to know from the door to leaving. Did you drive away fast? Was the lady cute?
It's
I would have had a raging heart on.
no. I took a cab to the bank. And I told the driver that I was going to go in and make a withdrawal. I went in and I gave him the note. I came out with the money.
Wow.
60 seconds and got in the cab and off. He took me to the next town over and I was going to do my little disappearing act, and we pulled into a gas station, and right as we pulled into a gas station, a police car from the next town over pulled in, and he didn't look like he was pulling in to get coffee or anything. He looked like he was probably there for me by the way he pulled in. So I was kind of hammered at the time, so I didn't see any point in running, so I paid the cab driver. I got out of the cab. I walked over to the car, knocked down the window. He rolled the window down, and I said, "Hey, are you by chance looking for me?" And he gave me a very weird look and said no. And I had to kind of think quick, so I asked him about the bar that was across the street, if they had good food. He said, yeah. And I took off, and about 2 minutes after I walked in the front door and out the back door of the bar, he must have got the car, and he came and started looking for me. And dipped in and out of a couple of different stores, and then I eventually made my way up to Milwaukee. And I think to this day that police officer probably is a little bit of an idiot.
Oh my god, it's a game of cat and mouse.
That's badass.
Yeah.
So, how long?
It was something. It was.
How long was your run? You know, like how long did you last before you went down?
About a week. I made it up to Milwaukee, and my downfall in Milwaukee was the hotel I was staying at. The girl that worked the front desk was also a bartender at Coyote Ugly, and she convinced me to go out with her one night. And I went to the bar with her, and I was drinking, and we left the bar at about 2 in the morning, and she was drunk, and when we were walking back, Milwaukee police innocently pulled up to make sure we're okay, and ran her name. I thought I was gonna get away without him running mine. We started walking, and he's like, "Well, let me run your
You're cutting out, buddy. Oh, fuck.
I guess I'd been on the news. Somebody.
Still there?
Yeah,
Oh.
Can you guys hear me?
Now you're cutting out like a son of a bitch.
Hold on.
All right.
How's that? Any better?
I think so. I think it's on my end now.
All right. So,
Well, fuck.
my
I think you're cutting out again, buddy.
Yeah, that might be on your.
Well, fuck. Shit.
My deck.
Hold on. I think I might have a solution for this. I'm just really baked and can't figure it out right now. Give me a minute. I'm thinking on the fly.
It's all right.
I don't have a motherfucking speaker I can hook up right. I can hear you now.
Okay. So I don't know what you heard, but
Oh.
the FBI had already identified me and entered a fugitive from justice warrant into the computer. So when they ran my name, one squad car turned into about 5 squad cars. They got me. And then that started my journey to federal prison. I spent a couple days. I think I spent one day in Milwaukee County Jail. Then they transferred me to Kenosha, Wisconsin. Then back to Chicago. I was in Chicago for almost 2 years, and then they sentenced me and sent me to a maximum security penitentiary in Pennsylvania.
Holy fuck.
Awesome, dude. Dude, that's more vacationing than I've done in my whole life.
It was an interesting. It was an interesting way to spend a couple years, that's for sure.
How long they put you away for?
10? 7? You said 7?
They sentenced me to 84 months. So you do 85% in the feds. So I did almost 6.5 years.
Holy fuck.
All right. Wow.
Were you spending money on
it was
fucking like?
rough. It was.
Oh, I can imagine.
Once you got settled down into the maximum security one, what was that like? What was like to be finally like in a home? That was your home, your final home that you were at. What was it like to be moved in there and know that you're staying there?
Yeah, that's
like you're like, is this my house? This is my house now.
Yeah, it's basically. I mean, you start to look at it that way. So your cell, your little 6x9 cell, becomes your, that becomes your house, basically. It kind of sucks. It's fairly depressing. It's a lot of boredom. Followed, it's 99% boredom and 1% sheer terror when shit happens.
Right.
Yeah.
With it being a maximum security facility, there was plenty of stuff that happened.
Way worse people than you in there.
Yeah. I had the cell block that I was on. Probably 80% of the dudes that I was there with were never going home.
Oh,
fuck.
Boy, the ones that throw feces at officers.
It's rough.
Put the shit in the glass and all these other nasty things in the cup, stir it up for a few days so it's at the right consistency, and give them a nice toss at an officer and hope they get infected. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, there was some of that going on.
Oh yeah, I forgot the name of that move. I forgot the name of that move, but it's a move. It's a move and a half. You want to make sure they leave you alone all the time. They will never bother you. They're just gonna look through the peephole, throw your food in. They're really not gonna tell you to get out for your hour a day.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you're staying right in here.
Jesus. So how much money did you walk away with before you got caught?
Just shy of $7 grand.
Awesome.
Oh,
I mean, that's not like $1 billion, but like that's $7 more grand than you had.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for what I was trying to do, it was going to work. I mean, I was at a pretty hopeless point in my life, so it was kind of like, you know, let me just get enough money to go hole up somewhere and drink myself to death. And
yeah, big acceptance move. Wow, yeah.
but I can relate. I mean, I've lost my mind in other ways, like totally lost, like try and kill yourself kind of shit.
That's just a cool way to do it. You want to talk about respect? That was the one way that, man, you guys remember that Dan Grote we went to high school with? You know, they're talking about your reunion. Dude, that guy's badass, they go. He didn't even kill anybody but himself, and they never caught him. Imagine if they never caught you and you just spent $7 grand, and then you had to do it again. It's a wild, wild west,
well, yeah,
man.
that's probably what would have happened.
Oh, it's so awesome.
That's probably what would have happened, sad as it is.
He's just walking around with sticky notes. Just that's all he's got on.
Holy fuck.
Oh my God.
Next thing you know, you're in fucking Tucson, Arizona.
Robbing dry banks.
My lord. Damn. You said you were free, or you got, how long were you, like, away for? Like, well, not jail-wise. I meant, like, from the time you robbed the bank to the time where they actually caught your ass.
It was almost a week.
Oh, okay. Damn. Did you buy any hookers and blow?
Huh?
Did you buy any hookers and blow?
The hard-hitting questions.
Yeah.
Blow, absolutely. Hookers. Probably the closest thing I got was that chick that worked at Coyote Ugly.
Right, it was kind of like a half-off deal at that point. So it doesn't count.
Yeah.
It doesn't count. Not a hooker. Doesn't count.
Are you still in touch with that lady?
No.
No.
No. Our half-assed first date did not go according to her standards.
Didn't go so
hear
well.
anything from her afterwards.
Well, that's a hell of a way to get dumped.
Yeah, but imagine if
Yeah, well, I mean, it gives her a good story to tell.
Yeah. All of a sudden, all these fucking cops just show up out of nowhere.
Yeah, you know, next time she's sitting around with her girlfriends bitching about stuff, and they talk about
bad
some of the
boyfriends.
scumbags that they dated, she's gonna have a definite win when she tells them that story.
Yeah, for sure.
We all go a little mental sometimes, though, you know?
Holy fuck.
Still there?
It happens.
Oh, all right. Yeah, it does, you know?
Fucking A. So, Dan, were you a writer
So,
before you went away? Or did that develop while you were in lockup somewhere?
no, that actually developed while I was in lockup. I always say that before I got locked up, my writing was confined to hold up notes and sign confessions. But, it actually got brought out. There's not a lot. It seems like the higher you go in security classification, the less programs and positive stuff they give you to do. So I had gotten bored one day and found this place called College Guild, which provides free correspondence courses through the mail to people who are in prison. And just for shits and giggles, I took one of their writing courses, and they kind of helped me, bring a talent that I never knew I had out, and it kind of took off.
Right, sounds like a saving grace.
Started getting, yeah, I mean, it was, without them, I don't know what I would have done in there, because right after I got locked up, my wife divorced me. and I pretty much did the majority of the time, 100% alone. And if it would have been just me left to my own devices without that outlet of writing, I probably would have just sat around trying to figure out how to be a better criminal and would have gotten out and ended up right back in there.
Yeah, you would have gotten all the skinhead tattoos, and for fun, not just because you had to, you know. You're like, well, this is my life now.
Yeah,
you get out and you're like,
I mean,
one of the boys. Just one of the boys.
I would have come out with the face tattoos that guaranteed that I would be more unemployable than I already am.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't even need the notes.
Well.
No.
How long does it take? How long does it take for felonies not to show up on your record?
Well, unless you pay the money to get them expunged after, I think it's 10 years for a federal felony. They'll always show up, but a lot of the federal stuff won't show up on a regular background check, so it's
which is absurd.
It's not quite as bad as it seems.
Now, what's fucked up about that?
Yeah, well,
You go.
Yeah, you go.
You go. You got the story to tell.
Yeah, buddy.
What's screwed up about the background check? I mean, when I got out and I started applying for jobs, I was, of course, worried that stuff was going to show up, and I applied for a job at a grocery store right here by my house, and they said they were going to run the background check, so I'm like, well, screw it, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, let it run its course.
What happens? And none of the federal stuff showed up. When they called me and said that I passed the background check, I was pretty shocked. But
yeah,
there's some that it'll show up on, but the majority of it seems like it won't.
Right. See, so my class D felony, I think that's what it was. I'm still not convicted. I'm on ACOD right now, so in a sense, I just copped a plea deal for an ACOD and paid something of restitution or whatever. So when I applied for the job that I have now at a college, at a nice college, as soon as they told me that they're running the background check, I was like, okay, so that's probably the only reason I won't get the job, because they really seem to like me and want me in there for this interview. But so the interview goes good, and they were like, all right, we'll call you back about the background check and the drug test in a few days. Those were the two hardest parts for me, knowing that I had to get through those. So I had quit smoking for a couple weeks, and I'm skinny as fuck. I knew it was going to fly right through me. I still was drinking those detox drinks and everything, but living on a prayer. Just hoping there wasn't just over the fucking mark to get me to not pass the drug test. When they called about after the interview and telling me I'm good for intake and I basically have the job, I had to talk to an extra lady though that they connected me to out of nowhere, and she was like, hey, so I just have a couple questions to ask about your background check. Now, in a sense, you passed, but you also have something that's coming up here that you didn't write down in your documents for, if you've ever been arrested or anything. And I was like, well, I haven't. And she was like, well, it says here that, and I was like, technically I never got arrested. I went down to the barracks with the troopers. They came and picked me up at my dad's house. So I never got to be put in cuffs. I was riding shotgun with the troopers. My situation was a lot more funny than yours. But after all that, she was like, so it says here you have a felony on your record? And I just put my foot down. I go, I have not been convicted of this. It's still ongoing in the court system right now. And I gave her the whole how I feel about it. And then she was like, okay, well, you want to just give me a little background story and give me your side? And I was almost like, why do I have to do this? This isn't a court. Are you going to go tell the court? I was like, all right, fuck it. Well, here it is. And I spun her my tail. I've been my same tail the whole time. And she was like, okay, well, that's fine. I just needed to know. I'm like, what? What? So it doesn't, it really didn't matter, though. She just wanted to hear about it. That's basically what it came down to. She just
probably
wanted to hear about it.
Really bored, just wondering.
Ooh, a felony? She's like, no one ever fails these.
Yeah.
No one's ever dumb enough to apply when they have one.
Yeah, they just live off the system. Or you end up back in prison.
And so, yeah, I never had to go. Like I said, I copped the plea deal, paid restitution. I'm on ACOD right now. So until September. But if I fuck up before September, that charge and whatever charge I will get to fuck up will come back up full force. And that'll be fun. So fingers crossed, Dan. Fingers crossed, Dan. You know I'll survive pretty well.
I will keep my fingers crossed for you.
Don't worry.
Definitely keep my fingers crossed. And it's funny because I ran into that with, some of the other jobs I interviewed for where I decided that I would tell about it, because that's the other thing. It might not show up on whatever background check they do, but
they can look you up.
Google my name.
Yeah.
It doesn't really take that much for it to come up.
No.
So, and what I had, I had a guy tell me, same thing. I nailed the interview, thought it was good. He seemed cool, so I'm like, all right, when he asks me about this shit, I'll just tell him.
Right.
And as soon as people hear bank robbery, they think that you went in and reenacted a scene from the movie Heat or something. And he told me, he goes, man, I really wish you wouldn't have told me that. He goes, I can't hire you now. He goes, if you would have told me that you had a garage full of dope, I'd hire you in a heartbeat. He goes, but, I can't have somebody convicted of a robbery working there. And it's not like I was going to be working around money or anything like that. I mean, it was a factory job, but, this guy must have thought that I was going to go in one day and hold up the lunchroom or something. I don't know.
Give me fucking money.
Give me your lunch money. He's like, oh my God, he's deteriorating.
His spiral's just circling the toilet bowl.
He's robbing people on the clock now.
So, how many books you got out?
Say that again?
How many books you got out?
Actual book collect,
Ah, fuck, we're losing you again.
It got pushed back.
We lost the beginning part of that. Hello? My asshole's bleeding, Bumblebee Tuna.
Is that better?
Yeah, now we can hear you. What did you say on the beginning half of that?
Yeah, it's I've got an anthology that I made it in with some big name authors that's coming out in September. It was supposed to come out I think in June, but they pushed it back. It's smaller publisher, so I've got that. I've got a short story collection that's being shopped around to a couple of publishers, and then I've had stuff published in a bunch of different literary journals and online, and so it's still, I'm still waiting for it to take off, but it's kind of looking pretty good. So
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. No matter what, just having your name out there, and fuck it. Your book ever ends up in a prison, your story saves another man's life, to be badass, whether you know about it or not. That'd be, even if those aren't your stories, saying but the day you write a perfect book about that part of your life, your autobiography or whatever, man, damn, come on. Imagine someone like me, all tatted up, young, 25, at the end of the rope, gets that book right before they're about to go rob a bank, and they're like, huh.
Or blow their fucking brains out.
Maybe I shouldn't do this. What a story.
Are you still there?
I mean, if I can, help one person not have to go through all the bullshit I went through, I can at least say that I did something positive with some part of my life anyway. And it's, since I got out, man, it's been hard. And there's been days that it sucks, but like I say, my wife divorced me as soon as I got in there. I went 6.5 years without talking to my kids or talking to her, and within a week of me getting out, I basically got my family back.
That's so crazy.
I'm back with she's still the ex-wife, but we're gonna change that next week. We're getting married again next Wednesday. I'm being a dad to my kids, and it's just, it's not something I ever would have imagined, 6 months ago.
Oh damn! I just got
man.
severe ass chills. I did not even know that. Like I see what you post on Twitter, and since you made a Twitter or whatever, like I've been following your story for at least a good 2-3 years now or whatever. Like whenever you were penning in, and like on Free Beer and Hot Wings, and then like last summer with everything that was going down with me, like hearing you getting out soon, like trust me, I was plotting on you getting out. Like I was like, this is gonna be so cool, and I can hear his voice, like unreal. Like, and to hear this story, like I'm so thankful that you get to experience this second chance that you have,
Yeah.
like, and for your family too, like
That's fucking amazing.
not just for you, like for your soon to be new wife.
Again.
That's a leap of faith, but also like trust in seeing something in you that like she never lost sight of, no matter how far away or how non-existent you were in like your family's life, because you couldn't be. For you to like get back out and try and put your feet on the ground and not freak out because there's grass there, like baby steps turn into giant leaps of faith. And for you to even contact them, and that's I gotta respect that, man. That takes a lot. That's a lot of heart. Way to put your pride aside and really,
It's been, it's been amazing. And like I say, she would have never imagined it happening. I would have never imagined it happening. And, if you, it's great. And, I came out a different person. I used my time in there to kind of make myself better. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still pretty fucked up in
you're
various
wacky.
different ways.
Yeah,
but,
you're fucking wacky.
I
Sometimes.
deal with it a lot better.
So am I,
At
though.
least.
I'm fucked up even more, though. Well, I mean, it's not a comparison. It's not a comparison here. I just mean I'm fucked up, too. You know what I mean? Like, we all just, I don't know what the fuck it is, but yeah, we all just keep piling shit on, and it just keeps making us more and more fucked up.
Yeah.
It's great.
Even when you're not a bank robber, you can still fuck your life up.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know if you heard the whole...
Very true.
Have you, I don't know how long you've been following me. Have you been listening to podcasts and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. You ever hear that story about the 50-year-old banging?
You'll like this one.
I was working
No,
at...
I didn't hear that one.
You'll like this one.
I was working at this old folks home. Yeah. Like where this is going, right? Well, my human resource manager.
Yeah.
My human resource manager was in her 50s. She was quite fucking good looking to begin with, but like I didn't even realize I was doing it, but apparently I kept giving her these fuck me eyes, and she brought it up one day after I fucking stuck my finger in the meat slicer. I thought I was getting fired because I got drug tested. Yeah, oh yeah, buddy. No, literally, I sneezed and I went to dab just to catch the sneeze, and I don't dab because that shit's fruity. But and when I did it though, I put my finger right in the meat slicer. So I'm talking to her, and I thought I was getting fired anyways, and I just happened to mention to her that I thought she was quite attractive, and that's what she brought up, about how I was giving her the fuck me eyes the whole time. And I think that night I actually ended up banging the shit out of her in the stairway of her apartment. Like, we didn't even make it upstairs, bud.
I like it.
Like, I destroyed her.
That's good. You guys want to talk about a fucking leap of faith? How about that?
Yeah, no, seriously, it gets better. Dan, it gets better.
Oh yeah, buddy. It just led to my demise.
Yeah.
I can't go to everything in the detail on everything because there's some parts I have to leave out for my safety as well as some other shit. But I'll just leave it at that. But well, the thing was, I was hanging out with this guy all the time, and we were like brothers almost, And apparently it was kind of, he knew her. I'll just leave it at that. And everything just went down. everything just went downhill.
Oopsie.
But like I just kept running it, bud. Everybody knew, and I just kept running it. I could not fucking stop. I was so addicted to that shit, dude. Because she was like, I don't know if you've ever had sex with a Wiccan.
One of those witch ladies.
No.
Oh my god, dude, it is like so fucking spiritual, fucking crazy shit, dude. It's intense. It's like fucking in the woods. It's intense. While camping, right? But
Well, listen. I'm glad that story went the way it did, because when you said something about working at an old folks home, I was pretty sure it was going to involve a 70-year-old lady in a coma or something. So at least she took the story, in a good route.
Yeah, so that's what I meant by it gets better.
yeah, it does,
For all the bad parts, Dan, there's so many more good
Yeah,
parts.
oh yeah. I gotta catch you off fucking offline one time. Throw some real shit down. I've been through some shit.
Most definitely.
Oh god. But like I'm just so addicted to that kind of sex, so like it has totally ruined me from all the other sex. I ain't even fucking lying, dude. I don't even want to have regular sex anymore. Like I gotta be in that all day tantric fucking sex now.
He's bringing witches into the home.
Yeah. Fucking lighten it up.
Wow, get married and that'll change all that shit.
I did. I lost my mind. I left her, and my life's a fucking living hell. I'm trying to get back on my feet, and that's where I'm at with my life.
Yeah, that's why we're good friends.
As soon as I left her, bam, fucking bad decisions, fucking straight right turn, buddy. Right in the guardrails, motherfucker. Speaking of which, I've woken up grinding my car down the guardrails because of a fucking pill overdose I was doing.
I was doing an overdose.
I was performing an overdose on myself.
You gotta talk about witch shit.
Oh yeah, I was big time addicted to pills and shit, and it was all opiates, man, all of them. I probably swallowed over 250,000 of them in my fucking 5-year bender. Yeah, it was
My
my
career.
fucking career, bud.
My career of doing overdoses.
I would literally take fucking 40 10-milligram hydros with 500 milligrams of acetaminophen, chew them up in my mouth, and swallow all 40 of them. 40. Like 3 times a day.
Yeah, you're a beast.
3 times a day for
There's no way I could do that.
5 years.
You were doing the fluffy bunny challenge.
Wow.
For fucking
Dude, I
days.
have no idea how, like...
You know, with the marshmallow, with the fluffy bunny, you're stuffing enough marshmallows into your mouth, and then you gotta say fluffy bunny or something like that and not spit out any marshmallows. You were doing that with fucking pills.
So yeah, dude. And I tell you, they taste like shit. And then my nose is broke. It's all bent and to the right all the time. I don't know if anybody's fucking paid any attention to that, but, you're welcome for that.
Good reference.
Yeah, that information there. But, so snorting them's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, so he had,
Oh,
he had to bypass that
Yeah.
and just do a lot of them.
Yeah, so, exactly. Fuck putting them straight to the sinus cavity. I'm gonna put 40 of these motherfuckers right in my intestines.
Yeah, fuck it.
But I had such a problem with them though, and I ended up getting diagnosed with Crohn's because I wasn't on them and I was going through withdrawals, but I was actually in fucking pain too, and I got diagnosed with Crohn's. So I almost killed myself in many ways, especially with that kind of fucking pills, binding up my goddamn insides. Dude, I was eating fucking Colace like it was going out of style, Tic Tac style. Fucking 1, 10 minutes later, 2.
Overdosing on Colace.
Yeah, so just so you could take a normal shit, and even that was still solid as a brick. Chipped the fucking porcelain almost, Fucking, it was awful.
There's no bidet that could handle
Good
your ass.
times.
Good times is right.
The only bidet that would work for me would have to be hooked up to a fucking pressure washer.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
You're gonna die like Elvis, just fucking
On the
25
toilet.
pounds of shit in your colon and you're on the toilet and trying to get it all out.
I mean, I didn't take 120 of them a day every day, but for a while, for a good fucking
When you
while,
could.
I
When you
was.
could.
Oh yeah.
Not enough scripts in the world to fill this man's addiction.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking intense. Like camping.
There you go.
Like
Nailed that
camping.
one.
There we go. You know, it's because the buzz is wearing off.
Zinger.
We can't smoke up in the studio, so like my urge to smoke a cigarette and then a bowl is like through the roof.
Yeah,
Fuck.
here at Talladega Night Studio, we
Yeah.
cannot smoke.
Absolutely.
That's why
I
I
see
do
that.
it,
I
so I
like
can
the
fake it till
studio.
I
I
make
like
it.
all their stuff.
You like it?
I like all the Hot Wheels and shit. Yeah, I like all the Hot Wheels and shit you guys haven't got hanging back there.
Yeah, it's not mine. None of it's mine.
But it is cool.
Yeah,
It honestly
it's
is.
nice to admire. It's like, this shit's worth money and I'm broke. Cool.
Yeah, like I feel rich just being in here.
Yeah. Ballin' motherfuckers with some Hot Wheels.
NASCAR, I can't afford anything 500.
Yeah. You know, I did get to meet Dale Earnhardt Sr. before he ate some wall there in fucking Florida.
It's probably your fault.
Yeah, probably. Poor bastard didn't see it coming, neither did I. Fucking A.
Holy shit. Oh,
But yeah, it was like back in the 90s,
That's
man.
crazy.
He was down over at fucking HVCC, and I met him over there, and he signed my shit. My shirt, actually, I got that shit, like, put together in plexiglass laminate. My dad did that shit when I was like 10. Wow. It's cool. I got pictures of him signing it, too.
that's outrageous. That's actually a really cool thing to have.
It
Fuck
is,
that.
but it's
I
like
don't
the
even
only
like
thing I got
racing.
worth the money, but if I sell it, it's like, oh, you get these pictures of this random fucking guy you bought it off of when he was like 10, you sick perverted fuck. You know? But it's like proof that he's signing it. I mean, unless I go get the fucking thing, you know, authenticated and then just pull pictures out, put the authentication thing in there, but you know, but he's been dead for fuck almost 20 years, right?
At least.
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't research anything. I just fucking look
I
stuff
just
up
talk
when I'm
shit.
bored and high. Yeah, I'm just a shit talking cunt.
Listen, just because I live inside of a Matchbox box does not mean I know how to work on these cars.
Dude, one of these days you gotta take a fucking trip back up here so we could do a fucking threesome on the fucking live feed.
Yeah, we'll just have you skip over Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well, you got a warrant out there?
No.
Yeah.
Still? Oh, fuck.
No, just
just to skip right over it, not remember that place at all.
Yeah, fuck that place.
yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you what though. I mean, it's where I was looked like outside of the prison walls to be a nice area. I wouldn't mind going back there and actually visiting sometime, but I may have some flashbacks if I get too close to the prison.
Yeah, probably.
Fucking prison PTSD shit going on.
No matter who you're with, you just think they're taking you back.
Exactly.
How
I
many?
never want to be on another Greyhound bus again.
I would never. Not if I was you.
You
It's
must
a
have
fucking
seen-
prank and a half.
You must have seen so many dudes going balls deep in other dudes.
Yeah, you poor thing.
Yeah.
It's like dinner theater. You're just eating your commissary,
You
trying
know,
to not cry yourself to sleep anymore.
Shut up, Jimmy. Quit fucking whining about it, all right? You know what's going to happen for the next 4 hours just like every other night. Cut it out. Your whining ain't helping nobody. Just relax and take it.
I told you, it helps when you call me Sarah.
Ow. Oh, man. Did you ever make... Did you...
Luckily, I missed out on all that.
Oh, thank God.
Nice phrasing. I like how you say missed out. You're like, rats. You know, if I
Yeah.
could go back for one more try.
Fuck.
Oh, it's too bad I'm reformed. Yeah, you got a damn sense of humor on you, Dan. For sure.
Did you take any hostages when you robbed the bank?
Got to.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Jam a Snickers bar at somebody's
No,
back.
not at all.
I will smush this bitch into this fucking other cunt.
Don't make me do it.
I'll squeeze the wrapper.
He just starts putting Post-it notes on everybody that says "Get down."
One for you, one for you. Oh, I don't mean to keep bringing it back there. I'm just curious. You know, I'd never met you.
Yeah, when I was telling him your story, he was like, "Oh shit, what?"
Yeah, I'm like, this motherfucker sound cool.
And like, I don't even know the half of it. That's why this is like still an experience for me. It's one thing to hear him talk to other people on the radio, but to actually have him on the phone,
Yeah,
definitely different for me.
Absolutely.
Surreal as fuck. Like, I knew Dan when I didn't know his voice. all I knew was somebody else reading what he wrote off paper.
Did you go to Greenwich School?
No.
Oh.
No, he was on Fever and Hot Wings. They were like his pen pal, and he was basically asking for more pen pals, and they brought it up, and people started writing into him, and everybody started backing around this guy's story, like, and then people would call in and fuck around and be like, "Do we really know he's a good guy?" Like, it's so funny because like they only had his letters, so they were just as hype as I was to hear like, "Oh shit, he's actually getting out." So when they told it, it was a whole big show for like a few weeks that they were bringing it up. They were like, the next letter we get from Dan might say something miraculous in it. So like, you guys better be ready. It's coming in on Monday. We're gonna be getting a new letter from Dan, so you're gonna want to tune in. And then it was like, I'm happy to tell you that I'll be getting out in whenever, and like. That I was sitting in my car like, fuck yeah. And they were like, and we're totally open to him still coming on the show or still whatever. And I was like, this is gonna be great. I can't wait to hear this guy.
Fucking A.
And he's got a Twitter. You know, that was the whole thing too. They were like, it's great, Dan. Social media is a wild fucking piece of garbage sometimes, but like, it's great. It's great. When I started tweeting at you, I was like, this guy's gonna think I'm probably the most annoying piece of garbage, and that kind of was the point. Not necessarily to troll you, but to be like, dude, this is Twitter. I'm a fan, and you don't know it yet. But once you realize that I'm fucking with you in a good way, you're gonna be like, oh, he's one of those Twitter guys. And yes, the answer is yes, I am.
I'm just a cunt on Twitter. I'm just a cunt.
No,
Hello? Motherfucker, you there? He's out robbing another
yeah,
bank.
can you guys hear me?
Oh, now I can. What up?
Yeah, we couldn't, but what were you gonna say?
Oh, yeah. So you said about the social media thing. It's amazing between getting out and calling into the show that first Monday I was out, and then when I finally got to go and be in the studio with those guys, and just I have not had one person on Twitter or any of the other social media that has really trolled me or anything. Everybody's been really supportive. I think I just busted like 1,000 Twitter followers yesterday or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You did hit the goal?
Everybody's been, everybody's been great.
And you found a new writing community too, a whole different atmosphere. So it's not just like a local thing, it's legit all over. You hashtag writer, someone's gonna see that, even maybe not every time, someone's gonna see that somewhere. You're smart, Dan. I know you use hashtags or use tags of like certain pages really good. Like, you're already apt for this. Your networking skills are awesome. Let me tell you that right now. Getting yourself out there, getting your name heard, from going from somewhere where you were in a fucking cold box all the time, didn't want anyone to say your name because that means you're getting called up for some shit. You know, like, now it's like, oh, you get tagged in something, you're pumped.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely true. When you're in there, you almost want to be anonymous, and that was one of the things when I decided that I was really gonna put full force into my writing and everything. I kind of had to, teach myself how to use that stuff, because you got to remember, being gone since 2013, Twitter and Instagram and all that shit wasn't even really.
It was there, but it wasn't something for you. For sure, it wasn't something for you. Now it's a whole new world.
It's just been, it's been amazing. I mean, shit, man, it got me to, meet you two guys and get to hang out with you two guys.
Right on.
Get to see my man Max Prime develop into a good stand-up comedian.
Hell yes. All good things take time. I'm learning it right alongside you, bud. Fucking A.
Don't mind me.
We'll have to when the writing takes off and the comedy takes off, we'll have to do some really dysfunctional spoken word comedy tour.
Dude, seriously, I'm in. I'm very well set for that. Fucking, you're talking about being published. So I don't know if it was 7th or 8th grade, but it was one of those like cheesy apps, like, oh, get published in this poem thing. And I was in summer school and I did a summer school poem. And my teacher was like, hey, so this is really good. Honestly, I don't know why you're in summer school. Like, you seem like you're really good at English class. You just don't like homework. I'm like, yeah. She's like, if you write some more poems, I could probably, like, try and get them published in this book. I'm somewhere in at least, like, 3 or 4, like, poetry books for kids somewhere. Like, I'm on, like, 7 or 8 websites from, like, 2009. Like, I've got poems floating around the internet that I'll probably never see again, that people love and have no idea who it is. Like, I'm like Banksy of poetry. Every time a poem pops up somewhere on a wall, people are like, no way. Dude, is that a ScumTard poem? Oh, it must be. Look at the way it's written. Is that chicken scratch? So I'm totally down.
I like it. That's
I'm
good.
totally down. We got a lot of things in the works, Dan.
Trying to fucking.
Most definitely.
I got. Did I ever tell you what the fuck am I doing?
Didn't tell me.
I'm a little baked at the moment, and I'm trying to fucking share this out on fucking Facebook so that. There we go. I was trying to figure it out because I'm using a computer, so I'm half retarded. I don't even remember what I was gonna ask you. Oh, you cocksucker. There, talking to myself. Sorry. All right. Hopefully that worked the way I wanted it to. If not, I'm gonna shit on somebody's face. All right, you still there?
Yep.
All right, cool. Did I talk to you about that fucking idea I got for the weed app?
You mentioned something about it, but you didn't really say anything specific.
Basically, I see somebody else to come up with the idea because I was talking to somebody who does Stoner Sam on Twitter. She runs an online article for dank.co. So I started talking to her, and she said, oh shit, it sounds kind of like this one here. And I was like, oh fuck, there's already one that exists. But essentially what it's going to be is I want us to create a social media that's designed to actually get people up off the couch and actually like meet people and shit like that. So there's going to be interactive games, meeting people, smoking with people. But how it's going to work is essentially the front end is going to be like a swipe left or right kind of deal.
I was going to say like
people,
Tinder. That's what I was going to say last time that I forgot to.
Yeah, something like that for people to smoke with, you know? And then, you know, if it does become huge, at an 18, or well, obviously going to be probably limited to 18 to 21 or whatever the fuck. But, you know, just be an app or whatever, but, or use at your own risk, however you want to word the fucking thing. I'm not a lawyer. I just want to make sure all my bases are covered, and that's why I want to create an LLC for all this. But I haven't talked to anybody. I don't have any business fucking anything, you know. I'm just a fucking moron.
With a good idea.
Yeah, you know. But everybody I've talked to said it's fucking amazing. But essentially what happens is you get to rate whoever you smoke with. You get to create like geocache locations as far as like great places to smoke, and then, you know, word of mouth travels as far as like, you know, you get to record video where you guys smoking or whatever in whatever area that you deem cool, for points or whatever. Like it goes way farther than that. It's like huge, but essentially it's designed to bring like weed smokers together instead of like, you know, sitting on the couch browsing fucking social media. You know what I mean? So mixture like Pokemon Go for weed smokers, where, you know.
It's also like Lyft and Uber, where you get to rate the people you smoke with.
Yeah.
Like, you could be a complete asshole, or you could be like, yo, they shorted me on a bag.
Well,
we smoked a blunt. It was skimpy. Like, you know, you don't have to leave reviews, but it could be an unlockable feature. That's what the Patreon is. You pay $5 a month for that, just to be able to be like, yo, this guy smokes shitty weed. Really nice guy, but he smokes shitty weed. I'll give him a 3. Other people see that and they're like, oh, he's nice. I don't care. smoke shit weed, that's fine, me too.
That's actually a really good idea. I bet that shit would catch on.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
bet that shit would catch on quick. That's a good idea.
And then once it does blow up a little bit, you can buy out your brother sister companies,
Every
change over their apps.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, everybody I've talked to said it's a fucking awesome idea, but the only limitation with that would be probably based off of Android OS, because I doubt Apple's gonna approve something like that to be on their app store.
Right. Fuck yeah. You gotta put
I
that
don't know, man. I mean, think about it. This shit's gonna be legal everywhere soon. I mean, they're legalizing it here in Illinois on January 1st for recreational use.
Oh, no shit, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna be the 11th state. I believe it was the 11th.
I'm gonna smoke a bowl on your doorstep.
Motherfucker. You gotta come to the East Coast, motherfucker. Fly over. Fuck Pennsylvania. Don't get a layover there either. Burn the whole state.
Yeah. Come up here and I'll take you golfing at my
Where you guys are in?
We're upstate New York.
You guys are in New York, right?
Yeah, we're like an hour up from Albany. If that, 45 minutes, depending on the day.
Oh.
Yeah, so not far out, but
Alright.
Yeah,
definitely the fun part of New York.
Especially if you're doing book tours.
I'll put that on my list.
Fuck yeah. You'd definitely be welcome with open arms up here.
I know, right?
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
No doubt.
No problem. So,
Damn, no, I forgot what I was gonna say.
well, son of a bitch.
It's infective.
Here, I might have to unplug my phone, move the whole cart this way, because I'm gonna sneak out that fucking window and smoke a cig, motherfucker.
Well, you just we can trade on and off. I'll occupy Dan.
All right.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys go because it's 12:30 here, and I think I'm gonna go try and crawl in next to the ex-wife and see if she's in a good mood.
You're really old fucking, even if she is, or even if she ain't, just stick
You
it.
really are Dapper Dan. You really are.
Send it, bud.
Well, Dan, from the both of us, I'm sure.
Hey,
It's
this
been
is a blast. I want to do this again.
Dude,
Me
hell
too.
yeah. It's been a complete honor for having our first guest over the phone be someone with such a cool story and such a genuine person with so much going on for him. No matter what happens with us over here, we hope everything goes good for you over there.
Absolutely.
And you got a fan in us, and it's great to make an acquaintance finally, hear the voice of the man behind the image.
One of these days, I'll get the fucking whole shit all figured out to bring the fucking thing so that nobody's cutting out and we got good video, audio, everything.
Yeah.
Because I have no feedback in my
it was a
headphones.
blast, and you guys got a fan too.
Fuck yeah.
Jets, I appreciate it, man.
Thanks for helping us make
I
an
got-
hour.
Yeah, I absolutely laying down some fucking history up in this bitch. In the NASCAR room.
All right, you guys stay out of trouble, and I'll talk to you soon.
Hey, no
You got
promises, motherfucker. You too, though.
Deuces, Dan.
It's been a
All right,
pleasure,
guys.
man.
Peace.
Later.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And I think that concludes this motherfucking live stream,
Hey,
bitches.
guys, yeah, that was fun.
We're
That's a
on
great one.
fucking Facebook too, actually, going live on both currently at the moment. But yeah, I think that was a goddamn good fucking
Yeah, that was
goddamn
great. That was
fucking
fun.
live stream, you know?
Cutouts or not, that was it. That's what we were
Absolutely.
looking for. That
That's
got
what we
really
needed.
good. That was
It did.
content as fuck.
I just had to tell Brayden, I was like, yo, this fucking, what up?
You did great.
You
You
know?
did great, kid. You
Did
did
I?
great.
Fucking, that was my boy, our boy Dan Grote. I actually heard of him through fucking ScumTard over here. I don't know. I need to smoke a bowl and a fucking cigarette.
Yeah, ditto.
So until next time, motherfuckers.
Peace.
Peace the fuck out, you cunts. Where the fuck is the end there?